What's going on, guys? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon. MLB DFS video. It is Monday. It is the last day of August already. It is August 31st. And we are back, hopefully, listening to you guys tell us stories about how good you did over the weekend or since our last video. I haven't had a video in a while. I put it out on the cheat sheet and I put it out everything that I would be traveling on the weekend, so I wasn't here to do videos, but we are back. We crushed it over the past week and really built up our bankroll, especially on Fanduel, so super excited. If you don't know what we normally do, we have this video. We go through the weather. We go through every single pitcher on the slate if they're available. And then we're able to break it down a little bit more in the article, which you can find right down below in the description of the video is that article. So out of there's 11 games on this slate, so in theory 22 pitchers, but they're not all shown yet. But they are in the ones that we like. So out of the 22 pitchers on the slate, we've got a handful of them that we do like on this. That is in the article, along with top BVP plays, along with stacks and slate thoughts for you. So that being said, if we could get 30 likes on this video, we'll give out a Fanduel and Draftkings GPP lineup. We'll pin that down there below. If you want to win a free 5-day pass, all you have to do is check out this video, subscribe, obviously, like the video, and tell me who's going to hit a home run, what inning they're going to hit it in, and the distance traveled, and the distance is just for a tiebreaker. So before we get started, I did want to tell you, in honor, or whatever you want to call it, in preparation for the NFL season kicking off in less than 2 weeks, Thursday Night Football in less than 2 weeks, I would like to offer you guys, normally a year pass is $3.99. We're going to offer to you guys 20 passes for $99. So the first 20 people that use the promo code YEARPASS99, all one word, all capital letters, YEARPASS99, you're going to get $300 off. $300 off for the first 20 people. If you try to use the promo code and it does not work, that means you were too late. So if interested, you get $300 off. That's a full year. That's up until August 31st of 2021. That includes hopefully the entire MLB, the rest of this MLB season, the entire MLB season for 2021. Hopefully we're out of this COVID mess by then. All NBA, everything we offer for 1 year. So go check that out. Without further ado, let's jump right into what we've got going on pitching-wise. Weather-wise, Pittsburgh at Milwaukee, 27% chance of rain. They have a roof, so we should be good there. Washington at Philly has a 19% chance of rain, so that's something to monitor. It obviously could go up. We're so far away from first pitch, we don't know. St. Louis at Cincinnati, 8% chance of rain. This could change, obviously. Seattle at LA, 1% chance. Other than that, we should be pretty good. So, looking at the pitchers on the slate, the first game, now depending if you're playing early only, all day, main slate, whatever site you're playing on, we've got the Marlins at the Mets. We've got Trevor Rogers versus Jacob deGrom. Now, Trevor Rogers isn't on Fanduel as a probable starter yet, as the making of this video. Had success against the Mets, 18 plate appearances, 33.3 K percentage, .077. DeGrom is DeGrom. 206 plate appearances, a 222 batting average against him, 31.6 K percentage. Now, the difference between DeGrom and Trevor Rogers' price, pretty significant. Just looking at Trevor Rogers here, he went 4 innings against these Mets 5 days ago, gave up 1 hit, did walk 5, 6 strikeouts, but got 30 fantasy points. If you want to throw Trevor Rogers in there for a GPP, I don't mind, especially at Citi Field. Now, this is a contrarian GPP. I would not expect much out of him. They just saw him before We need at least, I mean, he's got to go at least 4 innings again here. 5 would be ideal to try and get in line for the win, if that's even possible against DeGrom. But 6 strikeouts, if we could do that. The walks, luckily on Fanduel, you don't get penalized for the walks. But 6 strikeouts, a tremendous shot here at a very, very steeply discounted price compared to all the studs that are on the slate. But that being said, I mean, we still have DeGrom against the Marlins, who's had success. So he is currently on FanDuel the 3rd highest. Well, let's see. Hold on a second. The 2nd highest priced pitcher on FanDuel on this for today. It's kind of crazy. If you would have asked me who would be more, if you would ask me at the beginning of the season, had COVID not happened, August 31st, who would be the higher priced pitcher between DeGrom and Shane Bieber? I would have told you DeGrom. I would not have said Shane Bieber will be $400 or $600 more on FanDuel, which just seems nuts to me. Next game, we don't know who the pitcher is for Baltimore yet. Against the Blue Jays, against Chase Anderson. At Toronto, but it's actually at the Buffalo Blue Jays Solon Field, if that's how you say it. Chase Anderson has been very iffy. I mean, he doesn't have a win this season. He's got a 3.68 ERA. He's 5,600 on FanDuel. Against Boston, his last start, 5 innings, 3 strikeouts, 3 earned runs, 15 fantasy points. Against Philly, 3.2 innings, 4 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 17 fantasy points. Tampa Bay, 3 innings. The most he's gone this year, 5 innings. He's going up against Baltimore. They're actually doing really well this year. I am all in on stacking against Chase Anderson. Stacking, you got to find that value in Baltimore, but at least Anthony Santander as a tremendous option here. I think he'll be up there ownership-wise as well. So I do like a Baltimore stack against Chase Anderson. Now, looking at Marco, so it's Seattle at the Angels. Marco Gonzalez going up against, as of right now, to be announced, Marco is 8,200 on FanDuel, which is kind of crazy. Didn't think that would happen. But again, 2020 has been a crazy year. I don't know why it says he's never faced this team before, but he's faced them twice already this year. Once at home and once on the road. Looking at that, his last start against the Angels came back on August 5th. He went 7 innings, 3 hits, 0 walks, 7 Ks, 3 earned runs, a W, quality start, and 43 fantasy points. Also, start before that at LA, which is where he's at now, he went 6.1 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, 47 fantasy points. Now looking at that, those are tremendous fantasy points. 90 fantasy points combined against the Angels this year so far. We used him against the Dodgers 2 starts ago, 7 innings, 9 Ks against the Dodgers, and he's a lefty. I absolutely love Marco here as a GPP pitcher. I do not like him as cash just because they've got Trout, they've got Rendon, and they've got those righty bats, Justin Upton. The list goes on. Their righty bats are very potent. Now, I will say, this is where you need to kind of really pay attention to being able to build your lineups. So if you're a person that builds their lineup in the morning and then just to make sure everyone's ready to go and you set it and forget it and boom, you go about your day, this is going to be a trouble spot. And I say that because it's the trade deadline. Teams might be sellers. I mean, the Angels already gave away Tommy La Stella, who had a tremendous start to the year last year before he got hurt. Traded him to their rival Oakland A's. Some of these teams might be trading some of their pieces that you would be looking at building lineups around. So today is the day to kind of pay attention. If you follow us on Twitter at advisors_team, I will try to tweet out trade rumor or trades, any news and notes and breaking news in MLB throughout the day that when it comes in, I'll try to tweet that out so you guys can build your lineups through there. So follow us. Make sure you follow us on all social media. But I do like Marco here. I really like Marco Gonzalez as a GPP pitcher here. And I'm not a big fan of to be announced. Don't know how he's been doing this year. So We've got St. Louis Cardinals at the Cincinnati Reds. You've got Dakota Hudson versus Anthony DeSclafani. Dakota Hudson, 83 plate appearances, only 10.8 K percentage, which is kind of low, 257 batting average. These Reds have been very hit or miss. They're either putting a ton of runs up on teams they should and pitchers they should, or they're getting shut out, or they're putting up 1 or 2 runs, not the long ball, not getting the fantasy points that we need. We don't know who's going to be showing up, but we do have the ballpark boost at Great American Ballpark. It is a home run hitting haven. Could be in store for a good game there. It's something to pay attention to. Both of these pitchers could be a GPP option, but I kind of like the St. Louis, as of right now. Now, this could change with news throughout the day if teams acquire other players and they start and blah, blah, blah. I do like St. Louis as not a dark horse stack, but I think they go under-owned, and I kind of like that. So I'm looking at Dakota Hudson here to possibly have a good game, very GPP-ish. I don't trust him in cash, but there are a ton of other options that I would choose over Dakota Hudson before I take Dakota Hudson. But I do like St. Louis as a stack that I think will go under-owned. Then the next game is the Washington Nationals at the Philadelphia Phillies. So we've got Eric Fetty versus Spencer Howard. We've got Fetty here. 69 plate appearances against him. Nice. 283 batting average, 13% K. Then we have Spencer Howard. Spencer Howard never faced them before is what it says. And looking at it, he has not. Spencer Howard's coming in with a 6.17 ERA. I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at Washington against him. I don't trust Spencer Howard, even at home. I'm not taking either of these pitchers, though. I think you could stack this game. I really think you could stack this game. Without having seen the lines come out yet, I like this as a game stack. Now, if you are one of those, you can stack 4 and 4 and find those pitchers. Just depends on what you play. If you play multiple lineups, definitely try to stack this game for one. Next game on the slate, Tampa Bay Rays at New York Yankees. For some reason, it's not showing up, but Fanduel has Garrett Cole going, so we'll see. I'm trying to see if any news. Tyler Glasnow, I don't know why it says he hasn't faced them before, but looking at this, Garrett Cole against Tampa Bay, faced them 2 starts ago on August 19th, 6.2 innings, 6 hits, 10 strikeouts, 2 earned runs, 48 fantasy points. He had a great game there. Prior to that, against Tampa Bay on August 8th, 4.2 innings, 10 Ks there, 3 earned runs, 35 fantasy points. So back-to-back games, Garrett Cole has struck out. Back-to-back games against Tampa Bay, Garrett Cole has struck out 10 batters. Now, he's coming off his first loss since last May in the regular season. I do like both of these pitchers here. Cole has been giving up some home runs. That's true. He's given up a home run in every single game so far. He hasn't had a shutout this season, but we'll see. Glasnow, I don't know why it says he hasn't faced them before, because he just faced them 2 starts ago, I believe. I believe Glasnow faced them 2 starts ago. And he's cheaper here. He's $9,500. Looking at this, Glasnow, though, he does come in with a 1 win on his record, 5.14 ERA. That 1 win is his last start against Baltimore with 64 fantasy points. But against the Yankees 2 starts ago, 5.2 innings, 2 hits, 3 walks, 8 Ks, 2 earned runs, and 35 fantasy points there. Glasnow could be under-owned. The Yankees have been striking out. They have been very hit or miss as well. They lost 7 in a row before they won some against the Mets this past weekend. But looking at that, I do make sure Garrett Cole obviously is in there. If he is, he's a tremendous GPP option. Cash-wise, I don't think so. But make sure Garrett Cole is the starter there. I do like Garrett Cole for cash. I do like Tyler Glasnow for a GPP pitcher here. Next game, Atlanta Braves at Boston Red Sox. As of right now, the Braves are struggling for starting pitching. They released Fulton Avich. They traded Sunday for Tommy Milone, who then, I guess, was the starter for them, same day. Looking at that, we don't know who's going to go yet. Colton Brewer against the The Braves, I mean, he's faced them twice. 1,000 average, infinity FIP. Not much to go with. I mean, I think he's an opener. I mean, he's played 10 games, 9.5 fantasy points per game. So, I mean, he's going. The most he's gone is 4 innings. That was against Baltimore. Hasn't faced Atlanta this year, obviously. Against Toronto, his last start or open was 3.2 innings, 4 strikeouts, 4 earned runs, 11 fantasy points. So Brewer's not an option here. I would be looking to stack this game. It just really depends. At least stack the Braves. It really depends who's going to be the pitcher for the Braves to see where the line. Obviously, Vegas doesn't put a line out yet when there's not a pitcher. So looking at that, I'm not taking either of these pitchers unless we find out who the starter is for the Braves soon. Then the next game is Pittsburgh Pirates at Milwaukee Brewers. We've got Trevor Williams versus to be announced right now. Williams, 6 games played so far this season, 20.83 fantasy points. Has he faced Milwaukee this year? He has not. His last start against the White Sox, 6 innings, 9 hits, 2 walks, 8 earned runs, 3 fantasy points. He's not an option for me. I am looking to stack the Brewers against Trevor Williams completely. It's not even an afterthought. So the Brewers make a fantastic stack on this slate for me as well. Moving to the next one, Cleveland Indians at the Royals. Don't even have to dig into this. Bieber, 228 batting average, 101 plate appearances, 31.7 fantasy points. I mean, Shane Bieber is the highest priced pitcher on the slate for a reason. It's going to be really hard to take Bieber unless a lot of value opens up and all that value hits for you. I mean, Bieber's 6-0, 135 ERA. He's averaging 58.3 fantasy points on Fanduel. Against Minnesota, his last start, 6 innings, 10 Ks. He's had 3 games in a row, 10-plus Ks. Against Minnesota, 10 Ks. Against Pittsburgh, 11. And against Detroit, 11. Kansas City this year, he's faced them back on July 24th, opening day. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 walk, 14 Ks, and 70 fantasy points. He's had 1 game this year where he had 37 fantasy points, and then the next lowest amount of fantasy points was 51 on FanDuel. I absolutely love Shane Bieber here. Kauffman Stadium is actually a pitcher's park, and the weather looks good. I absolutely love Shane Bieber to dominate. The problem is his price is so high up. That's what we're looking at. So price-wise, he is a fantastic option, but you have to find those value bats on this slate today. We got the White Sox at the Twins. You got Giolito versus Rich Hill. You got Giolito coming off of his no-hitter against Rich Hill, who is coming off a decent game against the Indians. His last start where we did stack against him in one of our lineups didn't work out. The White Sox normally love to hit lefties. They've been very hit or miss with lefties lately, but Giolito coming off back-to-back 70-plus fantasy points. He's got 146 fantasy points in his last 2 starts. Obviously against Pittsburgh, went 9 innings with a no-no, 13 strikeouts and a W. He did face Minnesota once this year, back on opening day, 3.2 innings, 7 earned runs. He's been ramping up though, but I think a lot of people are going to be chasing that no-hitter, and Minnesota can hit. That is definitely for sure. Giolito's one of those that I'm on the fence using him right now. I'm kind of nervous about it because, I mean, he went over 100 pitches last start. People are going to... His price is up there. Minnesota could... If you want to go contrarian, I think a lot of people will go Giolito as your pitcher. Could Minnesota be a stack? I think they could. I think you could use Minnesota as a stack and be that far ahead of the pack if they do come through. I think we'll have a little bit of exposure to Giolito, but I think we'll have more exposure to stacking the White Sox rather than... I'm not looking at Rich Hill at all. Rich Hill is the closest thing to a complete fade for me as it can get. Then the final game on the slate, the Padres at the Rockies. We don't know who's pitching yet. So it is in Coors, so definitely you could stack either pitcher or either bats teams against each other. We're just kind of waiting to see who the bats and the pitchers will be. So that is something to pay attention to. So there you go, guys. Those are your pitching options on the entire slate. Now, I did ask if you guys liked what we did before, so we'll be looking to enter into the we're going to enter a lot. We're going to build part of a core here. So not necessarily, we're not going to build the entire lineup, but this is just kind of the thought process. We've gone through all the pitchers. If you want to see the bats, click the link down below. It shows the top BVP bats of the day. That's what I've got on my second screen. We will be building around that. It just depends on what pitcher you want to take, who you want to look at, and how you want to attack this slate here. Like I said, we've had a ton of success on Fanduel this season, and I look to continue that, and I cannot wait until football. We have won a lot of satellite tickets with our MLB lineups. I have, I think, a couple $100 in satellites. So I think I have a handful in the Thursday only game between the Chiefs and the Texans, and then I have the rest are all in the Sunday main slate. So I'm super excited about it. Once football does come back, we will be doing the Thursday through Monday lineup. We'll be doing the main slate and then the Sunday Monday lineup. So we do a lot of things. We give a lot of lineups out. Specifically with our cheat sheets and our bacon station, everything is going to be revamped. Again, if you guys want to sign up for the year pass, get a full year of all of our DFS content, all you have to do is go to fantasyteamadvisors.com, click the FTA Plus, click on the year pass. Normally $3.99. Get it for $99, get $300 off using free year 99. That's free year 99. Free year 99. It's not free, but you get $300 off. So, looking at that, who do we want? So, with a GPP like this, you kind of got to figure out a pitcher that you like that you think will go with. So, just kind of looking how we did this, it does look like Ian Anderson will be in there for Atlanta. I don't know why the website's not updated yet, but I mean, he had a pretty good start against the Yankees. Back on August 26th, 43 fantasy points in 6 innings, striking out. I like him because Boston is bad. They just got rid of Mitch Moreland. He was a big righty killer batting left there. So I'm going to throw him in there right now, and then we can piece it together and look. So looking at this, Matt Carpenter has dominated DeSclafani, 13 for 29, 2 doubles, a triple, 4 home runs, 7 strikeouts, but batting .448. So Carp. Well, this isn't the all-day slate, is it? So we can't take that game. So just kind of looking. Max Kepler, projected batting order, number 1, lefty against Giolito. I think it'll go under-owned. He is 8 for 19 with a triple and 3 home runs against Lucas Giolito with a .421 batting average. I absolutely love him there. He's going to be part of my core that we're building with. Nelson Cruz against Giolito, 6 for 14. 3 of those hits were home runs, so I'm looking at Cruz. Like I said, you want to go under the radar. A Minnesota stack doesn't scare me much. It actually makes it a little bit more tolerable. Just kind of looking at this. I'm liking me a Jose Abreu against Rich Hill, and then find an average of 3,000 around there. Now, this can change, but this is kind of where I'm going with building a little core GBP lineup. Now, we make multiple lineups, but if that's something you're interested in, definitely go sign up, fantasyteamadvisors.com. So, looking at that, actually, I think I'm pretty confident with that. So that's where I'm going to leave off with the lineup. If you guys have any other thoughts, questions, anything like that, let me know. If you guys would like to be in our season-long fantasy draft for football, I am looking to build. I need 4 more, I think. If not, we're definitely going to be putting a Fanduel. We could do best ball, or we could be looking at just a weekly game for like $5 or $10, where a league, top 3 places pay. So I'll have videos out for NFL in the near future. But I did say at the beginning of the video, we're going to do the $99 for a year pass, and for some reason I said free pass $99, but at the beginning I did say we're going to be doing year pass $99. So that's YEARPASS 99. First 20 people that sign up will get it. If you put the pass in and it doesn't work, that means you were too late, and 20 people have already done that. So that's what I've got in this video, guys. Good luck today, and as always, bring home that bacon, guys. Peace.